Did you know that on September 4th, 1998, in a tiny garage in California, two graduate students quietly launched a project that would change the way humans think, learn, and even argue? Forever? That's the day Google was officially born. The two individuals were Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They weren't setting out to create a trillion-dollar empire. They were just two ordinary Stanford PhD students annoyed by how messy and clunky the internet was in the 90s. Search engines existed, sure, but they were chaotic, often ranking sites by how many times a keyword appeared instead of how useful the content actually was. Now that they had encountered a problem, they thought of a solution to this. Larry had an idea. What if the web could be ranked just like academic citations? Instead of just counting words, what if we measured how many other websites link to a page? The more links, the more credibility the website has. Sergey thought it was brilliant, and together they built a system they called BackRub. Yeah, that was the original name. But when they realized it was awkward to tell people, hey, just BackRub it, they brainstormed and switched to something catchier and more pleasing to say. Google, a playful wordplay twist on Google, the number 1 followed by 100 zeros. The name and its significance symbolize their mission: to organize seemingly infinite information and make it accessible to digitally every people on Earth. Armed with this idea, they incorporated Google on September 4th, 1998. Their headquarters? Not a flashy skyscraper, but just a simple garage in Menlo Park, rented from Susan Wojcicki, who would later become the CEO of YouTube. They had one mission: make finding information fast, accurate, and simple. And it worked. By the early 2000s, Google it became a verb. Suddenly, knowledge wasn't trapped in libraries or behind paywalls. It was just a few keystrokes away. Think about it. Today, we don't just use Google, we live with it. It was basically part of our lives. From Gmail, Maps, and YouTube to the search bar we type into 100 times a day, all of it started with two students, an idea, and a garage. So the next time you search for a random fact, remember, on September 4th, 1998, the world got a new compass, and it pointed us straight into the information age.